Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big. Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR-FM. Physics, Chemistry, Earth Science, Biology, Biochemistry, Environmental Science. These are some branches of science. Science is about a whole lot more than that. And to sum it up, we believe that science is the way of helping the brain grow in finding new knowledge and help us defeat our curiosity and how the world develops and works today. Science. This is your class, and this is science. And now, here is your host for the day.
Okay, happy Monday morning to all our listeners and viewers. To all our grade 8 learners, rise and shine. Welcome to Scientific Time. We are again the Team Ocho, your grade 8 science teachers. Thank you for always tuning in and logging in to our station, DWDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, where learning is amazing. Ma'am Rio?
Yes, Ma'am Rosel. Good morning to one and all. So, good morning also to our Chief Education Supervisor, Officer in Charge, Dr. Rodrigo V. Pascua, and to all head teachers and teachers of Doña Aurora National High School. And especially, good morning to our grade 8 learners.
Yes, so today we have another live streaming and our topic is all about particle nature of matter or the atomic structure of matter. Okay, so nasa third week na tayo, third week of third quarter for Science A. So we have here, of course, Ma'am Rio, Sir Hector, and Ma'am Erlinda to help us explain the lesson.
Okay, so good day everyone. I am Sir Hector Del Rosario, Science Teacher of Grade 8 Crimson and Cyan. Happy listening and viewing to all of you.
Okay, so a beautiful morning to one and all. Okay, so I am Ma'am Erlinda Ramos and shout out to my students, 8 Copernicus, 8 Socrates, and 8 Aristotle, and of course, sa lahat ng mga grade 8 learners. I hope you are in a comfortable place now para maganda at mapakinggang mabuti ang ating RBI at makapakinig mabuti mamaya sa ating live discussion. And I hope lahat ay nakapag-almusal na, parang ready na ang ating mga learners.
Yes.
Yes, Ma'am Lynn. And of course, make sure our dear learners na stable ang internet. Kasi, yun nga ang ating gagamitin ay class point which requires internet connection.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, shout out to my learners, grade 8 Ivory and grade 8 Beige. Yan, nakikinig sila ngayon. At actually, nakapag-send na sila ng screenshots. And also, learners of Ma'am Donna Rodriguez, grade 8 SPA and SPJ, and also Burgundy from Sir Ryan Colcol.
Okay, Ma'am Rio, I would like also to greet my students 8 Maroon, 8 Lavender, and 8 Purple. So enjoy viewing and listening while learning. Of course, hello also, shout out also to 8 Tangerine and 8 Aquamarine from your teacher, Ma'am Mirna Galingana.
Okay, so Monday at kailangang malaman din ng mga estudyante natin kung ano ba ang mapapag-aralan nila for today. So, what to expect for today's lesson, Sir Hector?
Yes, Ma'am Rio. Our lesson for today is about particle nature of matter, particularly yung atomic structure nito. The learning competency is to determine the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons in a particular atom. So this time, I would like to introduce to you kung paano ba gagamitin o makapag-join sa ating class point. Okay. Sa una, i-type nyo sa inyong Google Chrome ang classpoint.app. One word yung class point, patapos tuldok, then app. Then open nyo lang yon, hihingi siya ng username. So dun sa username nyo, itatype nyo lang yung buong pangalan nyo. And then, hihingi siya ng class code. Ang class code natin ngayon ay 57633. Inuulit ko yung class code natin. 57633. So far, meron na tayong mga 16 na students na naka-join sa ating class point. Okay.
16.
Okay, so parang excited ako ngayon, sir, dahil meron tayong app na gagamitin para makipag-participate ang ating mga learners. So what we are waiting for? Let us now listen to our RBI.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Dance Radio, siniparalan sa radyo, atid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Physics, chemistry, earth science, biology, biochemistry, environmental science. These are some branches of science. Science is about a whole lot more than that. And to sum it up, we believe that science is a way of helping the brain grow in finding new knowledge and help us defeat our curiosity of how the world develops and works today. Science, science, science. This is your class, and this is science. And now, here is your host for the day. Good day, our dear listeners, especially our dear new normal learners from grade 8. This is your school on the air in science. It's science time! We are glad because you are with us in our alternative delivery mode of education through the use of this radio-based instruction. It is a great privilege that you can join us in fun learning through radio. I am your teacher, Teacher Dennis, your host for today's episode, together with Teacher Riza and Marsan, our technical specialist. You are listening to School on the Air, DWDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, where learning is amazing. I know you are excited as I am. So get ready, grade 8 learners. Make sure that you are in an area where you feel comfortable and far from noise or any disturbance so that you will be able to listen to this broadcast attentively. At this moment, please get your learning activity sheets on particle nature of matter. On particle nature of matter. Your pen and notebook as well. Always remember to take down important concepts that you hear today. I hope you're all set and ready to listen and learn a lesson about particle nature of matter. This time, I turn you over to our radio teacher in science, Teacher Ryufei Magawai.
Wonderful day, our dear grade 8 learners!
It's a wonderful world and a beautiful day.
I am Teacher Ryufei Magawai, your radio teacher in science, and I'm with you until we finish our lesson on particle nature of matter. Are you ready to start our lesson for today?
Yes, ma'am.
After going through this lesson, you are expected to determine the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons in a particular atom. In your previous lesson, you learned about matter. So, what is matter?
Matter is made up of atoms which are too small to see with the unaided eye or even with the use of the ordinary microscope, ma'am.
Very good! When the idea of atom was conceived by ancient Greek philosophers, they thought the atom was indivisible, that has no parts. Scientists have proven, however, that the atom is composed of even smaller particles. Based from the experiments conducted in the latter part of the 19th century to the early part of 20th century, scientists collected evidences that atoms are composed of 3 types of particles. What are the 3 particles of atom?
The 3 particles of atoms are protons, electrons, and neutrons, ma'am.
Precisely! These components of the atom are collectively known as subatomic particles. What are atoms?
Atoms are the building blocks of matter, ma'am.
Very good! Atoms of gold are different from atoms of silver. What makes them different from each other?
You should know the number of its particle or its protons, electrons, and neutrons to distinguish one atom from another, ma'am.
Exactly! What are protons?
Protons are positively charged particles found within atomic nuclei, ma'am.
Correct! Can you tell me more about protons?
Yes, ma'am. Protons are about 99.86% as massive as neutrons, ma'am.
Protons and neutrons are found inside the nucleus of an atom, while electrons are found outside of it, ma'am.
Great! If protons are positively charged particles found inside the nucleus, how about electrons?
Ma'am, electrons have a negative charge and are electrically attracted to the positively charged protons. They are found outside the nucleus. Electrons are tiny compared to protons and neutrons.
Impressive! If protons are positively charged particles and electrons are negatively charged particles, what is the charge of neutrons?
Ma'am, neutrons are uncharged particles found within all atomic nuclei except for hydrogen.
Very good! It has a mass that is slightly larger than that of a proton. The number of protons, electrons, and neutrons determine the chemical behavior of the element.
Aha!
We will continue our discussion on the particle nature of matter after a few friendly reminders.
Uy, Pedro! Nagpabakuna ka na ba?
Oo naman, Petra. Bakunado na yata to. Dapat ang bawat isa ay mahikayat ng magpabakuna. Bata, matanda, tara na!
Tama ka dyan, Pedro. Kung may bakuna, siguradong protektado tayo laban sa virus. Kaya magpapabaksin na rin ako.
Tandaan, magpabakuna, siguradong protektado ka.
Isang paalala mula sa Doña Aurora National High School at ng himpilang ito.
It's Science Time! You're listening to Teacher Rio.
We're back! Let's continue the discussion. What is atomic number? Atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus map. Precisely! In your learning activity sheets, atomic number is written in the left upper part of the symbol of an element. What is an atomic mass?
Atomic mass is the total number of protons and neutrons inside the nucleus map.
Nice answer! In your learning activity sheets, atomic mass is written in the lower left part of the symbol of an element.
Wow, it's amazing!
In determining the number of protons, neutrons, electrons, atomic number, and atomic mass, we should consider the following equations. Atomic mass is equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. And atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which is also equal to the number of electrons. What equation should we use to get the atomic mass of an atom or element?
Atomic mass is equal to the sum of the number of protons and the number of neutrons, ma'am.
In the absence of the number of protons, we can use the atomic number or the number of electrons.
Exactly! Take note that atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which is also equal to the number of electrons. We will sum up the lesson after a short break.
Amazing tips sa pag-aaral ngayong new normal.
Una, matulog sa tamang oras. Siguraduhin mula 7 hanggang 8 oras ang iyong pagtulog.
Sapat na iyan upang gumana ng maayos ang utak upang makapag-isip. Siguradong good day ka, kaibigan.
Ikalawa, magtala o gumawa ng sariling schedule. Mahalaga ang time management, kaibigan.
Itala ang mga subject na kinakailangan mong pag-aralan sa buong araw. Maglaan ng oras para sa mga ito.
Ikatlo, pumili ng lugar sa iyong pag-aaral. Focus.
Kailangan mo yan. Kaya nararapat na komportable
at tahimik na lugar ang iyong kalalagyan.
Huwag ring kalilimutang ipahinga ang utak.
Find time to relax upang handa ka muling mag-aral kinabukasan.
At iyan ang ating amazing tips, kaibigan.
Kahit new normal, tuloy pa rin ang pag-aaral.
Isang paalala mula sa Science Learning Area at ng himpilang ito.
It's Science Time! You're listening to Teacher Rio.
Somebody has to sum up the lesson now.
May I try, ma'am?
Yes, my dear. Ma'am,
are the building blocks of matter and composed of three types of particles, namely protons, electrons, and neutrons, ma'am. These components of the atom are collectively known as subatomic particles. Subatomic particles.
Precisely! Who wants to describe the subatomic particles of atom?
Protons are positively charged particles found within atomic nuclei, ma'am.
Then electrons have a negative charge and are electrically attracted to the positively charged protons. They are found outside the nucleus.
Finally, neutrons are uncharged particles found within all atomic nuclei except for hydrogen.
Precisely! What are the equations that we should consider in determining the number of protons, neutrons, electrons, atomic number, and atomic mass?
Ma'am, the first equation is atomic mass is equal to the sum of the number of protons and the number of neutrons. The second equation is atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which is also equal to the number of electrons.
Exactly!
Mga kaibigan, sa panahon ngayon, kailangang magpalakas ng katawan.
Kumain ng masustansyang pagkain at sabayan ng pag-eehersisyo.
Huwag ding kalimutan ang pag-inom ng vitamins. Resistensya ay palakasin. Kalusugay huwag pabayaan upang sakit ay maiwasan.
Isang paalala mula sa himpilang ito.
It's Science Time! You're listening to Teacher Rio.
We're done with the lesson! I'll check you up if you are keeping the track of activities today.
Yes, ma'am.
What are we going to do in Activity 1A?
Ma'am, Activity 1.A is titled Identity Revealed. We will fill in the boxes with the correct letter to determine the word based from the given description.
What should we do in Activity 2A?
Ma'am, Activity 2A is titled Color Me Beautiful. Given the Bohr model of an atom, we will color the protons red, electrons yellow, and neutrons green.
How about Activity 2B?
Ma'am, Activity 2B is titled Count Me In. Using the same model in Activity 2A, we will determine the number of protons, electrons, and neutrons, and record our answers in the given table. Then, we answer the questions that follow based on the table. We write our answers on a separate sheet of paper.
That's right! You may answer those activities after this broadcast.
Do you encounter problems in accomplishing the different activities in your modules or learning activity sheets?
Worry no more, because your teachers are always ready to guide and assist you. You can send your questions or clarifications in 2 easy ways. 1. Call or text, and 2. Private message. So easy, right? Remember, at Doña Aurora National High School, we make amazing things possible.
This reminder is brought to you by Doña Aurora National High School and this station.
It's Science Time! You're listening to Teacher Rio.
Now, let's continue with Activity 3A.
Yes, ma'am.
Activity 3A is titled Shorthand Writing.
Using the periodic table, we fill in the necessary information needed to to determine the atomic number, atomic mass, number of protons, neutrons, and electrons, ma'am.
That's right! For your reference, my dear learners, let's answer item number 1.
Yes!
What is the atomic number of copper? I repeat. What is the atomic number of copper?
The atomic number of copper is 29, ma'am.
Correct. How about the atomic mass? Again, how about the atomic mass?
The atomic mass of copper is 64, ma'am.
Exactly. How many electrons are there?
There are 29 electrons, ma'am.
Impressive. Always remember, dear learners, that atomic number is equal to the number of proton, which is also equal to the number of electron. How many neutrons are there?
Ma'am, there are 35 neutrons.
Great! Take note, learners, that in order to get the number of neutrons in an atom, we need to get the difference between the atomic mass and the number of protons. How many protons are there in copper?
There are 29 protons, ma'am.
Splendid! This time, you will compute the unknown values of the other atoms. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Lastly, turn your learning activity sheets on page 4. You have there activity 3 titled Plus, Minus. Using the periodic table of elements, determine the number of neutrons from the mass number of a given element. Fill in the table with the correct answer. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Do not forget to answer the weekly validating questions attached to your learning activity sheets and give your reflection on the lesson. You are going to answer all the activities in your most convenient time. That ends our lesson. We have just discussed the particle nature of matter. I hope that you have learned a lot from our lesson. I have a nice time spent with you. If you have question or clarification, kindly text or call your science teacher. That's all for today, and thank you for listening. Back to our radio host, Teacher Dennis Mendoza.
Thank you very much, Teacher Rio Faye, and also to our dear learners for spending another wonderful day with us. I hope your learnings today has made a significant difference in your point of view about particle nature of matter. I would like to acknowledge the teachers behind this School on the Air lesson. Teacher Rio Faye Magaway, your radio teacher on the air. Teacher Hector M. Del Rosario, the scriptwriter. Teacher Risa Edmar San, our technical specialist. Teacher Vicente S. Rodriguez, the language editor. And Teacher Annabel A. Rodriguez, the content editor. Thank you very much. This is your radio host, Teacher Dennis, saying, stay home and follow all health protocols for your safety. Bye!
Dance Radio, sinihan sa radyo, atid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
negosyo'y susulong. Basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. That's radio. Learning is amazing.
Okay, there you go, learners. You just heard our RBI for today. But before we start, Sir and Ma'am, let me just remind our learners to stay in a safe learning environment. So kapag sinabi nating safe learning environment, far from noise and disturbances para makapag-concentrate ang ating mga learners. You can also eat your breakfast while listening. Sir Hector, can you please explain again how to connect to ClassPoint?
Okay, yes ma'am, Rosel. So, para makapag-connect tayo sa ClassPoint, i-type lang natin sa ating Google Chrome, sa ating cellphone o sa laptop, ang word na classpoint.app. So, nakikita nyo ngayon dyan, yung sa monitor nyo, yung word na classpoint.app. One word lang yung word na ClassPoint, tuldok, then app. And then, mag-join lang kayo doon, hihingi siya ng username. Ang username nyo, gamitin nyo na yung buong pangalan nyo. Kagaya ng mga nakikita nyo ngayon, may mga pangalan na dyan. And then, hihingi siya ng class code. Ang ating class code ay etong nandito. Yan yung 57633. Yan yung ating class code.
Sir Hector, gamitin nila yung true name nila, no?
Oo, gamitin nila yung true name nila. Sir, pwede bang ilipat yung logo natin sa yung hindi natatakpan yung class code natin, sir? Sa screen natin. Ay, naka-layout ba yun, sir? Sige, sir, ay iulit na. And then, magkakaroon tayo ng game. So kung napapansin nyo, mayroon tayo dito yung mga participants. I-grupo natin yung mga participants natin into several groups, and each group mayroong 10 members. So ito yung first group. Tandaan nyo lang mga anak kung anong grupo kayo ha. Ito ang first group. 10 sila. So sila ay sina Ma'am
Christine Agustin, Jeberlin Tao, Trisha May Simon, Aris Flores, Jamil Lamog, Arian Carnate, Vanessa Santiago, Joshua Tangonan, TJ Antolin, and Elizabeth Fernandez. Group 1.
Yes, yan yung group 1. Ito naman yung group 2, ma'am.
Okay, group 2. Bawa Rhea, Gerson, Neil Mark, Raimundo, Zuleika, Bimoy, Cassandra Javier, Vince Spencer Howe, Sharika Langkita, Joyce Tumaneng, Swetel Faith Arenzana, and Catherine Zelis. Group 2.
Okay, group 3.
Group 3, Mariah Adelfa, Agatha, Azli. Neng, Sir Hector, andiyan ka naman,
Ay,
sir.
Hindi ako kasali dyan. Joker ako, Joker.
Azlin, Adrian, Reese, Nora, Jenica, Lester Jan, Adrian, and sino, sir, yung isa?
Kunin natin dito sa baba, ma'am.
Okay, and Precious. Mabuti.
Okay. Next, group
4.
Okay, for group 4 naman, grabe, hindi ko makita. Si Trisha May, Reyka May, Francis Kian, Lester Jan,
Cyrus Abalos, Evangeline, Vivian Kelly Fonseca, Arian Carnate, Evangeline, and Reyka May Mauricio.
Dalawa yung name ni Evangeline. Magkaiba kaya yan?
Pati si Arian, no?
Ganyan, ma'am, gumagamit siya ng dalawang gadget. Pwedeng cellphone at saka laptop. Okay, next group.
5. Kyla, Cassandra, Jenica, Warren, Leia, Jairus, King Andre, ano yan? Almera,
ma'am.
Almera, Princess Laika, and Princess Jillian.
Okay, next group.
Ibasa, Ma'am Rio.
Group 6 na ba yan? Kenneth, Cheryl, Angel Ray, Charmaine, Warren, Ayesha, Nicole, Stephanie, Lovelyn, Ayesha Derada.
Ayesha.
And then, last group.
Group 6.
Okay, for group 6, we have Arian Carnate, Jaya Pauline, Corinne Agas, Zara, Precious Mabuti, Ryan, Sir Ryan Corbon, Aaron Dave, Alessandra, and si Bettina. So we have 6 groups, sir.
Kung may hahabol na makapasok pa, doon na sila sa last group, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Sa last group na sila. So, meron kasi tayong mga competition dito. So, yung grupo na kung saan marami yung kanilang members na makakapasok sa first 3. Oo. Top 3. Yun na yung grupo na i-declare natin na winner. And then later on, meron tayong sorpresa doon sa grupo na yon.
Wow!
So, kailangan din nila dito magtulungan,
Parang
pabilisan
yung
din.
surprise ni Sir Hector, magpapasamgyup ata siya eh.
Pwede. Okay. Yes.
How are you feeling today?
Okay, so how are you feeling today? Ang gagawin lang nila, just encircle yung feeling nila ngayon. Sila ba'y happy, excited, silly, ganon, sleepy,
bored, annoyed,
okay,
worried, angry, or scared.
Okay, so bibigyan natin ngayon sila ng enough time. So ang gagawin lang nila ay i-open lang nila yung slide. So in-open ko na. Then yung time na nila tumatakbo na. So
Sir, yung slide drawing sa ibaba, yun.
Yes,
yung
ma'am.
i-click nila.
Bilugan.
Bilugan lang nila kung ano yung nararamdaman nila ngayon. Pwedeng 2, pwedeng 3.
Ikaw ba, Sir Hector, anong nararamdaman mo ngayon?
Ay, happy at saka excited, ma'am.
Yes, ako naman, Ma'am Rio, anong nararamdaman mo?
Okay, so sa akin, cool and happy.
Eto, pumapasok na.
Uy!
Meron na.
Okay, eto na yung feelings nila. Pakibasa nga yung iba, ma'am. Si
Pakibasa, Ma'am Rio.
Jaime Miel Lamog, siya ay...
Hindi makita. So, si Jamie, I think, ano yan? Happy ba? Hindi ko makita yung ano.
Yung excited.
Excited. Oo,
Si
excited.
Neil Mark Raimundo, happy.
Happy.
Si Aris, happy. Si Christine, happy.
Most of them happy. Yes.
And excited.
Yes.
Okay.
Happy and excited. Yan sila lahat. Pumasok lahat yung kanilang mga responses. Dito si Nora, 2 yung kanyang feelings. Excited saka happy.
Okay, so parang ganadong-ganado ang mga
Yes.
learners natin ngayon. So, nakikita ko, na-imagine kong magiging very fruitful at successful ang magiging discussion natin sa umaga
Yes,
ito.
ma'am.
But before we discuss our new lesson, let's have a short review of what we had discussed last week. That is about the phase changes of matter. Okay, so this time, learners, may papakita kaming mga images, and then you are going to identify what phase change occurs. So yung mga nakapasok sa class point, gamitin nyo yan. Yung mga hindi naman, just key in your answer in the chat box. Okay, first, identify what phase change occurs. A, freezing. B, melting. C, sublimation. Your time starts now. A, freezing. B, melting. C, sublimation. Yung mga hindi nakapasok, just key your answer. Paki-indicate number 1.
O yan, ito na yung mga responses.
Okay,
Anda.
Sir Hector, pa-mic test lang tayo, no? Kasi may mga nagko-comment parang mic test. Naririnig ba ako, learners?
Ay, sa comment box natin, sir, marami na rin nag-answer.
Ayun.
Merong B, merong B ang mga sagot ng mga nandito. Marami ang sumagot ng B, sir. Sa'yo, sir, sa class point natin.
Okay, so sa class point natin, 21 na estudyante ang sumagot ng letter B.
Ano ba yung B, sir?
Okay, ang letter B natin is melting.
So, what's the correct answer, sir?
The correct answer is letter B.
Wow, so congratulations, learners! So,
That is-
both yung mga nakapasok dyan sa
Oo.
app natin at dito sa mga comments sa chat box, puro B ang sagot nila, sir.
Okay, so tingnan natin ngayon yung leaderboard natin. Sino kaya yung may pinakamataas na puntos? Sino kaya yung top 6 natin ngayon?
Okay, sir.
So ang top 6 natin,
Riz Flores, Chris Christine Agustin, Arian Carnates, Rica Langkita, Jamie Mel Lamog, and Aaron Dave Tadena.
Yon, sila yung top 6 natin. Ito kasi mampabilisan kasi din ng pagpindot, pagsagot.
Yes, learners, pabilisan. Kahit correct ang sagot mo, kung medyo nahuli ka na nag-answer, doon ka sa iba pa.
Oo, yan.
Okay, so, icon ko lang sir, yung mga section ng mga yan. Si Aris, anong section sir?
Si Aris Flores ay Crimson.
Christine.
Crimson din, ma'am.
Arian, Sharika, ay Copernicus. Jamie and Aaron, they are Aristotle.
Yes, aba, may...
Okay, pasok yung mga iba, mga anak. Konting bilis ang pagpindot para makapasok kayo mamaya hanggang top 10, sir.
Yes,
ma'am.
bawi-bawi
yung from other sections.
Okay, so number 2 na tayo, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am Rio.
Okay.
Okay, eto naman. Okay, paki-describe nga, Ma'am Rio, kung ano yung nakikita natin dyan.
So, ang nakikita ko, sir, umuusok na may beaker na may laman na mainit na tubig. At I think, vapor, yung nakikitang usok dyan, parang usok. Okay, so, our dear learners, please comment kung ano yan, anong phase change ang nangyayari dyan sa picture na yan.
At pakilano na ma'am sa mga magko-comment sa chat box natin, number 2 na tayo.
Yes, number 2. Pakilagyan ng number po.
A, condensation. B, evaporation. C, melting. O yung sa acting class point.
Okay,
let's reveal the correct answer, Sir Hector.
Okay, hintayin muna natin yung responses ng ating mga estudyante, ma'am.
Pagbasa muna tayo sa chat box,
Oo,
ma'am, kung
habang
may mga
inintay natin.
Number 2, pakilagay mga anak. Number 2, may sumagot. Si Aaron Kurt, B. Ang sagot niya, si Daniel, B. Si Kate, B. Sheena May Gawat, B. Rian May, B. Lian Nicole Galang, B. Daniel, B. Puro B ang sagot nila, sir. Dito.
Okay, so the correct answer, ma'am, is letter B.
Letter B, it's evaporation.
Okay, congratulations sa mga nakakuha. Then sa class point natin, sir, sino na naman ang leading?
Okay, ang leading natin, tingnan natin, si Christine Agustin.
Arian Carnate. Jamie Miel.
Sarika, Cassandra, and
Gerson Marina.
Congratulations. Next picture. Okay. Dito naman tayo, mayroon tayong bottled water na kung saan may pawis-pawis doon sa kan.
Siguro malamig to dati, Sir Hector?
Oo, malamig yan.
Okay, so identify what phase change occurs. A, condensation. B, evaporation. C, melting. Your time starts now. Number 3 na, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Number 3 na.
Paki-comment number 3 and your answer.
Pakilagay lang ang number 3. Okay, tingnan natin kung mayroon na nag-comment.
Ang active din ng mga nasa class point, ma'am? Talagang na-excite silang gamitin yung app.
May sumagot. Aaron Kurt ng 8 Crimson, A. Gerson Marina, A. Samantha Lian Nicole ng Copernicus, A. Bettina, A. Liza Rig Apaga, A. Maria Adelfa Agunoy, A. TJ, A. Jessler Alcedo, A. Ira Elegado, A. Gawat Sheena, A. Puro A, sir, ang sagot.
Okay, so ang ating correct answer ay letter A. Yan ay, ma'am, condensation. Okay, condensation. So, 28 ang nakakuha.
93%, sir, ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot.
Oo, so i-reveal natin para alam nila, aware sila kung nasaan na sila ngayon.
Sige. Okay, nangunguna palagi si Christine. Then, Jamie, Gerson, Aris, and Neil Mark Raimundo. How about yung grouping, sir? Anong grupo na kaya? Makikita na ba natin o mamaya?
Hindi pa natin makikita, ma'am. Kasi pwede pang magbago kasi yung ranking, ma'am. Pwede pa silang magbago.
Sige, so next image tayo, sir.
Next tayo.
Number 4.
Yes.
Yan.
Ma'am Rosel, pakibasa number 4.
Okay, ma'am. So for number 4, tignan yung picture. Identify what phase change occurs. So ang choices natin dito, A, deposition, B, freezing, or C, melting. So tignan nyo,
Tingnan mo nga yung picture.
nag-yellow. Di ba, ma'am?
Hindi siya, false yan, ano? But instead,
false na
liquid water.
Yes.
So, ayan ay ice.
Nag-yellow.
Tumigas, yes.
Tumigas siya.
Ice. Naging solid.
Okay, so tingnan
Malamang
natin.
malamig dyan, ano ma'am?
Yes.
Yan, pwede na nilang
pwede na kayong
itiin ang
sumagot,
kanilang sagot.
learners.
Basahin natin kung may sumagot na. Number 4 na ba tayo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number 4, Corinne Agas, B. Enrique, B. Stephanie, B. Kate Magaway, B. TJ, B. Swetel Arenzana, B.
At sa ating class points, ma'am, 97% ang nagsabi na B ang answer.
Oo.
Ano nga ba ang tamang sagot?
Okay, reveal natin kung ano ang tamang sagot.
Okay,
That
the
is
answer is letter B.
Ang letter B is freezing. Okay.
Wow, congratulations, learners! Ang gagaling nila, sir.
Okay, yes.
Talagang naintindihan nila ang lesson natin last week.
Oo.
And the last image,
yung ranking.
word natin, is
Nangunguna na naman si
Christine. So,
Christine.
Jamie, Gerson, Neilmark, Zara, and Vince Spencer Howe.
Okay, yan.
And for the last item or number 5.
Okay.
So, that is, identify what phase change occurs. A, freezing. B, melting. C, sublimation. Okay, your time starts now. Ano ba yan?
So, ito ay dry ice. Okay.
Dry
So, ano kaya
ice.
nangyayari sa dry ice na yan?
Parang nabigay din na example to last time, Sir Hector.
Yes, ma'am. Kung nakinig sila, alam nila kung ano yan.
Sumagot na. Number 5 is TJ, letter C. Zara, C. Gerson, C. Lian, C. Kate, C. Stephanie, C. Corinne Aga, C. Missy Galang, C. Ira Elegado, C. Sheena Megawat, C. Ashley Ramil, C. Kate Richard Camayo, C. Maria Agunoy, C. John Mark Cappuccino, C. Iris Jade Castillo, C. Rod Vincent Galisa, C. Ay, puro si Sir ang sagot nila.
Okay, so i-reveal na natin kung ano yung tamang sagot. And the correct answer is letter C.
And that
Sublimation.
Sublimation. Okay.
Solid siya na nag-turn into gas.
Directly to gas. Yes.
Oo. Kaya pala may usok-usok siya, ma'am. Kasi yun na yun.
Alam mo, sir, nung una, natakot ako nung bata pa ako, hindi ko hinahawakan, akala ko mainit.
Yes, kabalik na.
Ay, anyway, ma'am, trivia, kapag ang usok ay pababa, cooler temperature.
Yes, malamig.
Malamig.
Kapag naman pataas, mainit yung
Yes,
usok
sir.
na yan. Yes, yan,
Kasi
trivia.
mag-expand.
Yes, ma'am, tingnan natin kung sino na yung nangunguna. Aba, bumaliktad na.
Si Jamie na ang first.
Naunahan si
Then
Christine
second,
ngayon,
Christine, then Gerson, Neilmark,
Gerson,
Vince,
wala.
and Sarah May Berrioso.
Okay.
Congratulations, learners.
Thank you, learners, for actively participating for
Marami
today's...
pa, ma'am, di ba? Meron pa
Oo.
tayong mga activities, may
Yes.
mga games pa.
Review pa lang po yan.
Oo, review.
Oo.
Pero kasali na yun sa competition, ma'am, ha, yung
Yes.
review.
And
Kaya
also,
habol yung
huwag
mga
nating
ano.
nakalimutan yung mga hindi naka-join, yung mga nagko-comment din sa ating chat box. So, puro correct din ang kanilang mga answers, di ba?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Congratulations also yung mga nagko-comment sa ating chat box.
Okay, Ma'am Rio.
Okay, so for the next activity, it is titled 4 Picks, 1 Word. So I
Alam
know,
nila yan, ma'am.
I know you are familiar with this game. We will show you 4 pictures and you will give me the word that linked those 4 pictures. Ano yung
Nag-uugnay sa kanila, ma'am.
nag-uugnay sa
Nagko-connect.
kanilang 4. Okay,
Yes.
so picture number 1.
Kakaragdagan, ma'am, meron tayong jumbled letters dito.
Ay,
I-arrange
may
lang nila yan.
Para may guide
clue.
clue.
Oo, yan,
Para
yan.
hindi na mahirapan.
Okay,
Okay.
so ito ay...
Itatype nila, ma'am, yung kanilang sagot. Yan.
Oo, itatype naman nila.
Oo, itatype naman nila ngayon yung kanilang sagot.
Okay, sige.
Okay,
Tignan
so ano
Okay.
kaya yan?
Okay, tignan natin. Ito na, may mga
May
nagtatype
mga
na.
nag-comment na rin dito. Si Swetel Arinsanang, sabi niya, atom. Lian, atom. Ira Legado, atom. Missy Galang, atom. John Mark, atom. Maria Adelfa, atom. Stephanie, atom. Corinne Agas, atom. Sheena Gawat, atom. Jester Acedo, atom. O, puro atom, sir, ang sagot nila.
Yes. So ano ba talaga? Dito rin sa ating class point, puro atom ang kanilang sagot. So ano nga ba yung tamang sagot natin dito? I-reveal na natin. So the correct answer is atom. Okay. Next set of pictures. Ito naman ngayon, tingnan natin. Oh, yan.
Ayan, may clue kayo dyan, learners. May positive sign.
Oo. And then kung
Saka yung picture si Ernest Rutherford.
Yes, ano kayang kaugnayan ni Ernest Rutherford dito sa ating pinahuhulaan ngayon, ma'am?
Sa yung naka-discover.
Yes, okay. Start na natin yung time.
Okay. So, number 2, dito naman na, may mga sumagot na din. Marami na. At sa palagay ko, mga tama. Pero mamaya ko basahin yung sagot.
Yes, ma'am.
Baka ganyan.
Pero itong mga nababasa ko, correct na ang kanilang mga sagot.
Pati sa class points, ma'am, meron na tayong 25 responses. Ang bilis din talaga
Yes,
nila.
then increasing pa, ang bilis talaga mo tumaas.
Okay, pwede na tayo magbasa, sir?
Yes, ma'am,
Okay,
pwede
mga
na.
sagot nila ay proton daw, sir. Okay,
Proton,
si Ashley,
proton.
si Mishi, si Ira, John Mark, Sheena, Stephanie, Leanne, Jessler, Nathaniel, Iris, Kit Mamwat, Kit Richard, Maria Adelfa Agunoy, Corinne, Agas, Vanessa, Bettina, Alessandra, Realisa, Alexander, Christine, Bettina Rivera, lahat sila proton, sir.
Yes, i-reveal na nga natin kung ano ang tamang sagot. So the correct answer is proton. Okay.
O, tignan natin sa class point, sir. Sino ang leading?
Sa ating leading, eto kasi ma'am, pag ganito na tinatype natin, hindi, pero makikita natin kung sino yung mga sumasagot. Okay. So, next.
Next picture naman tayo, picture number 3. Ayan. Nandyan naman si JJ, John Joseph Thompson.
At meron siyang sign na
Negatively charged.
Okay, so start na natin.
Yes. Mag-answer na sila. So, may mga sumagot na rin. Si Aslyn, sumagot. Gerson, Ira, Janelle, Lizari, Maria Adelfa, Missy, Galang, Swetel Arensana, Sheena Gawat, Kit Richard Camayo, Leanne Nicole, Iris Jade Castillo, Corinne Agas, Daniel Clyde, Stephanie, Arian Faye. Sa class point natin may mga sumasagot at nakikita ko kung anong sagot sa class point. Siya rin yung sa chat box natin.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is, pwede ko ba sabihin, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Pwede
Electron
natin.
ang kanilang mga sagot.
Okay, so electrons. Tingnan nga natin. Okay, electron.
Tama,
Okay,
electron.
Okay. Next.
Next picture.
Ito yung
4.
number 4 picture.
Andyan naman, ma'am, si James Chadwick.
At andyan yung kanyang symbol. Meron siyang symbol dyan. Diba?
Yes, ma'am. Yun yung N na mayroong
Zero
doon sa kanyang
Superscript.
yes, superscript.
No charge pag zero, no
neutral.
charge. Neutral siya, ma'am.
Kasi yung sa kanina may positive, may negative. Ito naman ay neutral.
Okay, dito naman natin makikita may dalawang positive dyan pero ang nasa gitna ay yung kulay red. Okay.
May mga sumagot na, sir. Okay. Marami na. Si Sarah May, Sweetel, Agata, Ira, Jenica, Stephanie Sario, Missy Galang, Maria Agunoy, Sheena Gawat, Daniel, pare-pareho ang sagot nila, Jessler Acedo, Vanessa Santiago, Joseph Sadiwa, Aslyn Timoteo, Aaron Kurt, Nathaniel Agbayani, Kate Mamwad, Ayesha Derada, James Bernard Laud, Alessandria Opanya, Kate Mamwad, Bettina Rivera, Princess Altea, pare-pareho ang sagot. Jan DM, pare si Vanessa, TJ, Jairus, Corinne, Maria, Warren, Elizabeth. Okay, sir, napansin ko may sumasagot sa class point. Meron din dito sa
yes,
ating
ma'am.
chat box.
Iba yung sumasagot sa ating chat box at iba din yung sumasagot dito sa class point.
Ibig sabihin, dalawang account ang gamit nila.
Pwede, ma'am.
Multitasking.
Yes, okay.
Ayan.
Ang sagot nila ay neutron.
Neutron. Okay, so sinesave natin yung mga responses nila dito sa ating class point para sa ganun, pagdating ng...
Mamaya, sir, sa
pagkatapos
ES na.
ng presentation, pwede natin kasing i-review. Pwede natin ma-identify kung sino-sino yung mga sumasali.
So, pwede tayong mag-award ng most active.
Yes, pwede.
Okay, sir, paki-reveal ang sagot.
Ang tamang sagot ay neutron. Okay.
Wow!
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have there. Thank you very much, learner, and congratulations. So, based from our activity, you can predict our lesson today.
Yes.
So, ano ba ang lesson natin ngayon? What is our lesson for today?
Okay, so dito naman, itatype nila yung inaakala nilang lesson natin based from the activity. Yan. So, bibigyan natin sila ng 1 minute to for conceptualization. Isipin na nila, ano kaya yung mga nakita nila kanina? Ano kaya yung sinagutan nila kanina? Yes, ano kaya ang lesson natin ngayon?
Oo,
So,
di ba yung unang picture pinag-usapan natin is all about atom. Yung pangalawa naman is about yung proton.
yes.
May nagtanong, ma'am, pag mag-answer naman po ako, ma'am, ala naman po nagpapakita kung saan ilalagay yung answer.
Sino yan, ma'am?
Si Lester John.
Naka-join ba siya sa kwan, ma'am, sa class point?
Ayun ang hindi ko lang alam.
Or-
paano ba yan, sir?
Yes, baka gumagamit sila na, baka iPhone user sila, ma'am. So, sa
Ay,
ating mga
oo.
iPhone
iPhone
users,
user?
Hindi po pwede kasi namimili yung iPhone, di ba?
pag iPhone.
Sa comment box ka na lang.
Yes, sa chat
Yes.
box na lang natin.
Okay.
Okay. So, ano ang sagot?
O, dito, lumalabas ang kanilang mga responses dito sa ating...
Wow!
Okay. The particle nature of matter, phase changes of matter, yun yung ni-review last week.
Chemistry.
May lang to, neutron, merong atoms, sir.
Phase changes of matter.
Particles of atom.
Phase changes of matter, yan yung topic natin last week,
Oo,
mga anak.
okay. So, eto, i-highlight nga natin kung ano yung pinakamaraming sagot dyan.
Yes.
Ha-highlight nga natin.
May sumagot dito, sir. Si Aslin Timocho, sabi niya atoms.
Okay. So, hinighlight natin base sa mga kanilang responses, ma'am. Ang lumalabas dyan ay atoms at saka particle nature of matter.
Which is true. That's
Yes,
our lesson
that is
for
our
today.
lesson. Okay, so isa-save natin ulit ito.
Pati dito si Syra May Berioso, particle of atom. Si Daniel, particle nature of matter.
Oo.
Kaya mga
Sir
sagot
Hector,
nila.
may nagtanong, pwede daw Tagalog, ano? Ngayon ko lang nakita. Yes na, kung
Yes.
pwede.
Yes.
Kung ano ang ano ninyo.
Oray pa kung ano yung...
Ilocano.
Kung saan kayo comfortable.
Kung saan sila comfortable, Ilocano, Tagalog, English. Wag lang yung... Hindi ko alam kung may makaintindi tayo sa iba.
Ayan lang tatlo. English, Tagalog, or Ilocano.
Kung saan ka komportable na sumagot, gamitin mo yon, anak. Okay.
Okay, so our topic for today is about atom. Tama?
Yes,
Sir Hector,
ma'am.
particularly its structure.
Yes.
Ma'am Rio, who coined the term atom?
Yes, so in the year 460 BC or before Christ, Democritus, okay, yung nakita natin kanina, Democritus coined the word atom from the Greek word atomos, meaning uncuttable. Ano ba ang Ilocano ng uncuttable, Ma'am Rosel?
Okay, pag sinabi nating uncuttable, ma'am, madi nga magudwan. AJT, pinakabasit.
Oo.
Ano ka ba, Ma'am Rosel? Kasi pareho tayo kung mag-Ilocano.
Oo, so yung atom, hindi na siya pwedeng hati-hatiin pa.
Yes.
Uncuttable. So he had two main ideas about atom. So una dyan, atoms are the smallest possible particles of matter. And there are different types of atoms for each material.
Yes, Ma'am Rio. Alam ba nyo, Ma'am Rio, Ma'am Lynn at saka Ma'am Rosel, na maliban doon sa definition, may mga references din tayo na nagsasabi ng atom that is a tiny indestructible sphere. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Yan daw ay isang maliit na bilog na hindi nasisira. Yan yun.
Dahil sa sobrang liit na nito,
Yes.
sir. Hindi mo na siyang makakat.
Oo, yan. Hindi na rin siya nakakat. Okay, ganun yun.
Okay, Sir Hector, I have here 2 questions. Number
Yes,
1 question, sagutin mo to ha.
Sige, ma'am.
Okay, number 1. What particles are atoms made of? And my second question, ito para i-relate mo na din sila. How these atomic structures discovered? Can you please elaborate, Sir Hector?
Yes, okay. The subatomic particles of atom are electrons, protons, and neutrons. Okay. So, now, paano sila na-discover? Okay. In the year 1897, Joseph John Thomson discovered electrons. So, ang unang na-discover ay ang electrons. Then, in the year 1911, Ernest Rutherford discovered nucleus. And then, in the year 1919, Ernest Rutherford also discovered the protons. So, una, electrons, then pangalawa, protons, then yun na, nucleus. Okay, nucleus muna, then protons. And then, Neil Bohr proposed that electrons found in an orbit. Okay. So, ang mga electrons daw ay matatagpuan sa mga orbits. So, to be specific, energy levels ang mga orbits na yon. And then, in the year 1932, James Chadwick discovered neutrons. Okay. So, ang huling...
nahuli, sir, yung neutron.
Yes, ma'am.
Because of the charge. Wala kasing charge.
Oo, mahirap kasing i-detect.
Yes.
Okay. So, yun, ma'am, yung discovery of the atomic structure, yung pagkasunod-sunod nila.
Okay, so,
Ma'am Linda?
You are right, Sir Hector. So, those are the subatomic particles of atoms, the electrons, protons, and neutrons. Now, how are these particles arranged inside the atom? Ma'am Rio, paki-explain nga ito sa ating mga learners. How are those particles arranged inside the atom?
Okay, so etong mga particles na to may kanya-kanyang space inside the atom. So, ulitin ko lang, atom is the building blocks of matter. So, may dalawang region. Okay? The 2 regions of an atom are the nucleus, which is the center of atom, where protons and neutrons are found. So, itong nucleus, inside the nucleus, we can find the protons and neutrons. So, the other region is the electron cloud, an area surrounding nucleus containing electrons.
Or outside the nucleus naman makikita ang electron.
Kumbaga, sa solar system natin, Sir Hector, di ba? Ano ba ang celestial body na nasa gitna ng solar system natin?
Yun yung ating sun.
Yung sun. Okay, so the sun represents now the nucleus.
Yes.
And then the surrounding planets, ito yung mga electrons.
Yes, ma'am. And then yung path na sinusundan nila, yung kanilang orbit, the same orbit din ang tawag.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Tama kayo, Sir Hector and Ma'am Rio. So, ibig sabihin, magkasama or pareho ang location ni neutron and si proton. Tapos, nasa labas si electron. Okay, so if we are talking about the properties of these subatomic particles, the mass and the electrical charge, the proton mass is, eto, take note of this 1.673 times 10 raised to negative 24. Yun yung mass ni proton. Okay?
Grams.
In grams. Yes. So, yun kasi ma'am, negative 24. So, napakaliit. And it has a positively charge. Samantalang ang mass naman ni neutron ay 1.675 times 10 raised to negative 24 grams also. So, comparing the two, napakaliit nung difference nila. Okay, 0.673 si proton.
Parang halos magkasinlaki sila, ma'am, ano?
Yes, ma'am.
Konti lang.
Yes, kaya silang dalawa yung nasa nucleus din. And eto pa, si neutron ay meron siyang neutral charge. Okay, while electron has a mass of 9.109 times 10 raised to negative 28. Okay, so ito naman yung mas magaan compared sa dalawa. So sa kanilang tatlo, pinakamagaan si electron. And it has negative charge. Okay, sa illustration natin, tignan ninyo yung circle. Si proton, neutron, and then electron. Kumbaga si proton, ma'am, may ihahalin tulad natin siya sa bola ng basketball, di ba, ma'am? Si neutron naman ay pwede natin siyang ihalin tulad sa bola ng volleyball kasi halos magkapareho lang yung kanilang mass. At si electron ay pwede nating ihalin tulad naman sa bola ng jackstone. Okay, so yun yung pagkasunod-sunod, learners. Si proton ang pinakamalaki, pero konti lang ang difference niya kay neutron, at si electron naman ang pinakamaliit. Okay, so do you know, dear learners, that a mass of 1.67 times 10 raised to negative 24 grams is equal to 1 atomic mass unit or AMU. So ginagamit natin tong unit na to para sa mga pinakamaliliit or pinakamagagaan. Kasi 'di ba yung grams maliit na 'yon, pero madami pang mas maliit doon. Okay, so atomic mass unit, it is authorized unit for the mass of atom, ion, and molecule. So yun yung gagamitin natin na unit for this.
So therefore, Ma'am Rosel, the mass of an atom is concentrated to its nucleus because of the presence of the protons and neutrons. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ma'am Rio, is it possible to an atom to exist even without electron or neutron?
Yes, ma'am, probably. So, an atom can exist without electron and or neutron. So, an electrically neutral atom can exist even kahit walang electron and neutron. Example is hydrogen. Sir Hector, can atom exist without protons naman?
Okay, brilliant question, Ma'am Rio. Atom without protons cannot exist, ma'am. Cannot exist, hindi daw mag-exist. Because proton gives the identity of an atom. And that identity that we are referring to us is the atomic number. It's atomic number. So, sa madaling salita, yun kasing number of protons, siya kasi yung nagbibigay ng pagkakakilanlan.
Kumbaga yun
atom.
yung fingerprint ng isang element.
Kung sa tao naman, makikilala natin na unique nga ang isang tao sa pamamagitan ng kanyang fingerprint. Sa mga atoms din, ganun din. Unique din sila sa bawat isa. Walang magkaibang atom na mayroong parehong identity.
So, bawat isang element ay mayroong sariling atomic number.
Yes.
Parang sa learners natin, bawat isang learner meron siyang sariling LRN.
Yes, yung LRN, yung 12 digits yata yun, ma'am, na naibibigay sa kanila. Yes, ma'am.
Hindi gaya sa mga numbers natin sa cellphone na may kapareho tayo.
Oo, minsan meron.
Yes.
Okay, in addition to that, Sir Hector and Ma'am Lynn, the number of proton in an atom is also known as the atomic number or proton number. So, kung nakikita ninyo sa screen ngayon, may dalawang number, nasa taas, tas nasa baba. Take note, learner, that proton number and atomic number is the smaller number.
Yes,
yun yung mas maliit dyan.
So, dito meron tayo kasing dalawang numbers na nakikita, yung 6 at saka yung
12.
Okay. So, yan pa yung isa nating gawing basis. Kung alin dyan ang mas maliit sa kanila, yun yung atomic number.
Or
yung proton number. And then yung mas malaki,
yun naman yung i-discuss natin na next, sir.
Okay. So, the atomic number uniquely identifies a chemical element. So, makikita nyo mamaya, ang ating focus ay mga chemical or mga chemical symbols and element. So the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic numbers. So may mga tinatawag na trends dyan. Okay? So nakadepende sa kanilang atomic number.
Yes, ma'am. So, ibig sabihin nito, yung physical at saka yung chemical property ng isang element ay nakasalalay sa kanyang atomic number. So, dito rin malalaman ng ating mga researcher, scientists, mga discoverer, kung ano ba yung gamit ng bawat elements na to. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng elements ay pwede mong gamitin sa isa. Kagaya ng silicon. Dati hindi yan ginagamit sa cellphone. Pero nung nalaman nila yung property nung silicon na yon, na pwede pala siyang gamitin sa mga laptop at sa mga cellphone, yon, nagagamit na natin ngayon. And then napakaganda. So ganyan din, ina-identify natin yung properties ng mga elements na yan para sa ganun magamit natin sila ng tama.
Diyan na rin pumasok yung unang lesson natin kung bakit natin pinag-aaralan ng matter. Because lahat yan ay matter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, kailangan alam natin ng kanilang mga properties. Okay, so let's have an activity. So, yung ating atomic number, yung asa taas, ano sir? So,
yes, ma'am.
What is the atomic number? So, makikita natin dyan sa ating screen, mga learners. So, ano yung element natin? Sodium. The symbol is Na. Ayan, may makikita kayong dalawang number, nasa itaas at nasa ibaba nung symbol. So, letter A, 11, letter B, 23. So, what is the atomic number of the element sodium? Your time starts now, yung mga nasa class point. At yung mga nandito naman, na mga hindi nakapasok, just key in your answer in the chat box.
Okay. Ma'am Lynn at Sir Hector, kung nakikinig kanina yung ating mga learners, mas mababa ang atomic number. So, anong answer nyo? Letter A or letter B?
Sa class point, sir, ayan, may unag 100% na agad. Wow. Iisa lang, ibig sabihin, iisa lang yung answer nila. It's letter A. How about sa comment box, Ma'am Lynn?
A, ang kanilang mga sagot. A, which means 11. A. Mga A ang sagot. Si Missy, si Kit, si Ira, Lizary, Janelle, Erica, Sheena, Jessler, Alin, Risa, Iris, Samantha, Maria, Agunoy, Kit, Mamuad, TJ. So, A.
Okay.
11.
Dito naman sa leaderboard, tignan natin kung sino nangunguna.
Okay, Christine Agustin, Jamie Lamog, Aris Flores, Nelmark Raimundo, Arian Carnate, and Elizabeth Fernandez.
So take note mga estudyante namin, mahal namin mga estudyante, ito ay continuation ng ating competition mode kanina. So hindi nabura yung mga scores nyo kanina.
Recorded lahat yun, sir, kanina.
Accumulated lahat ang mga yon. Okay, next.
So ano nga ba ang tamang sagot? It's letter A.
That is 11.
11.
Okay.
So nakikinig ang ating mga estudyante, Sir Hector, Ma'am Lynn, and Ma'am Rosel. Lahat sila pare-parehas ang sagot.
Yes.
11.
Okay, number 2. What is the atomic number of iron? Is it letter A, 56, or letter B, 26?
Okay. Sige, tingnan na natin kung meron nang nag-comment. Okay, meron. Sabi dito ni Kit Magaway, B. Gerson Marinay, B. Elaine Andres. Wala siyang sagot. Corinne Agas, B. Erica de la Cruz, B. Samantha Cooper, TJ Antolin, B. E. Relegado, B. Aslin, B. Lizary, B. Jessler, B. Riza May, B. Janelle, B. Puro B, sir.
Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. Okay, tingnan natin kung sino na yung nangunguna. Na-break na ba yung top 1 natin?
So, B is 26.
Yes, ma'am, 26.
Siya pa rin, sir. Talaga naman.
Jamie, Aris, Ariane, Helen, Elizabeth, sila pa rin. Congratulations.
Okay, letter
B. The atomic number of iron is 26.
Okay, next naman tayo, ma'am. So, what is the atomic number of tin? The symbol is SN. So, we have here, is it letter A, 119, or B, 50? So, ano ang sagot ninyo, learners?
Anong number na yan? Number 3?
Number 3
This is number 3, ma'am.
Mga anak, pakilagay din yung mga nagko-comment dito sa ating chat box. Number 3.
Okay, may sumagot na, Ma'am Lynn. Si Sheena May, letter B daw po. Lizary, B. Lahat sila B. Samantha, Azlyn, letter B. Lian, from Copernicus, B. Gerson, Jessler, Erica, letter A. Irish, letter B. Sweetel, B. Keith, B.
At sa class point, ma'am, 87% din ang nagsabi ng letter B. So, ang tamang sagot ay?
Ano ba ang tamang sagot?
Okay, tamang sagot is letter B.
Letter B.
Sir, doon sa yung question kanina.
Yes, ma'am.
Yan. Mga anak, pakitignan. Pag sinabi nating atomic number, ang clue natin dito yung number sa itaas.
Or yun yung mas mababang number, ma'am.
So, yan. So, yung 50, that is the atomic number of the element
T.
Okay, so dito sa leaderboard,
nangunguna pa rin si Christine.
Christine, Jamie, Aris, Arian, Elizabeth, and may pumasok si Sharika Langkita.
yes.
Okay.
Pero konti lang yung difference ni Christine kay Jaime.
Oo, pabilisan lang mga anak.
Okay. So, ang
And number 4?
Okay, so number 4, we have here an element.
Fluorine.
Fluorine. Meron tayo dyan. Ang symbol niya is F. So, what is the atomic number of the element fluorine? Is it 9 or 19?
A, 9, B, 19.
Yes.
Okay, number 5. Mga learners, pakilagay number 5. Meron na ba?
Sa class point, sir, i-reveal na natin. Naka-vote na sila. Nakapili na silang lahat, 25.
Okay, nag-i-increase pa rin.
26, ayan. So, 96% ang sabi nila is letter A.
Dito naman sa chat box, Ma'am Rosel, letter A din lahat ng sagot nila. Which is number 9. Tama
Okay.
ba, Sir Hector?
So, the correct answer is letter A. That is
Letter A.
9.
Okay. So, the atomic number of fluorine is 9.
9.
Okay, so clear na na ang smaller number is the atomic number or the proton number. Okay, this time, aside from atomic number, we have also what we call atomic mass or mass number. So pareho lang 'yan, 'di ba, sir? Atomic mass or mass number.
Yes, ma'am.
So ito, paano naman natin ma-determine? Okay, so this is, you can determine the atomic mass or mass number by adding the number of proton and neutron in an atom. Or, it is now the larger of the two numbers shown in most periodic table. So, ito yung mas malaki na number kapag ayan, sa screen natin. So, ayun, yung, kunwari, carbon. So, we have here 6 and 12. So, the larger number is known as the mass number or the atomic mass.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
Ma'am Rosel. Mas malaki siya kasi yan yung pinagsamang bilang ng proton at saka neutron.
Yes, sir. Okay, so because of that, Ma'am Lynn, what part of an atom where mass is concentrated?
Okay, so, thank you, Ma'am Rosel. So, the mass of an atom is concentrated to its nucleus. So, sa nucleus. So, mga anak, kung hawak ninyo ang inyong mga learning activity sheet, paki-open ito sa page 2. Yung inyong mga learning activity sheets, quarter 3, shift 1, week 3. Page 2. So, makikita nyo dyan ang activity number 3 na title niya ay shorthand writing. So, in your learning activity sheet, you can see the atomic number na kung saan ito ay nasa upper left part. Upper left part. ng symbol ng element. For example, yung sa screen natin, yung symbol niya ay C. So, ano yung number na makikita natin sa upper left part niyan? So, the atomic mass naman ay makikita sa lower left part. Lower ng symbol ng element. So, yung asa itaas, yun ang atomic number. Yung asa ibaba, yan ang mass number. Okay? So, what equation we are going to use to compute for the mass of an atom? Favorite ko palagi si Ma'am Rio eh.
Yes,
Ma'am Rio.
Yes, okay, Ma'am Lynn. So, atomic mass or atomic number is equal to the sum of the number of protons and the number of neutrons. So, paano makuha ulit ang mass number or atomic mass? Just get the sum or just add the number of protons and the number of neutrons.
Ma'am, ano nga ba yung word na sum?
Oh. Pagdagupin. Okay, pagsamahin.
Samahin.
Ikaw, Ma'am Rosella. We're going to add.
Yes.
Sum, ito yung ginagamit sa addition. Diba?
Yes, ma'am, pinagsasama natin.
Okay.
Yung pag-minus naman is the difference.
Yes, ma'am. And then, ma'am, clarification lang dun sa ating, yung mga hawak ng ating mga bata na periodic table of elements. Kasi yung mass doon ay may decimal point.
Meron.
Paano ba natin gagawing whole number yun, ma'am? Para mas mabilis yung computation.
Oh yes, mas maganda kasi pag whole number, sa i-round off na lang nila, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
For example, if that is 16.56.
Paano ba mag-round, Ma'am Lynn or Sir Hector?
Okay. So, ang pag-round natin, i-consider natin yung number na nasa kanan nung
yung
decimal
susunod.
point. Halimbawa, 6.5. So, ang 5 yung nasa kanan nung decimal point. So, kapag yan ay 5, pataas ang value, yan ay magdadagdag tayo ng isa doon sa whole number.
Yung 6.5 magiging
7.
Kapag, paano, sir, pag 6.4?
Kapag 6.4, ang gagawin naman natin, i-retain natin yung whole number.
Which is 6.
Oo. So, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I-retain natin yon. Kung may
Okay.
0.
Yes. So, Sir Hector, clarification, yung ating atomic mass or mass number is approximately, yun lang yung approximate niya. Okay? It is approximately equal to the atomic mass of the atom expressed in atomic mass unit. So, approximate lang po yung value.
Kasi nga, ma'am, sobrang liit, kaya approximately lang na measure.
Okay. Ito, may sample tayo dito. Meron tayo dito mga atoms. Okay? O pa elements, sabi na natin elements ang mga to. So, we have the lithium, zinc, and phosphorus. Sabi nga natin kanina, just get the sum. So, pag sum, ang mathematical operation na gagamitin natin ay
Addition.
Addition. And then, yan na. Ang magiging sagot natin ay
For lithium.
Okay, for lithium, we have proton 3, neutron 4. Therefore, the mass number is 7.
3 plus 4 equals 7.
And
then,
for zinc, the proton, the given proton, number of protons is 30, and neutrons naman 35. 30 plus 35 is equal to 65.
yes.
And
then,
for phosphorus, proton is 15, neutron is 16. Therefore, the mass number is 31.
yes, 31.
Madali lang, ma'am.
Okay, so marami pa tayo dito mga exercises. Pero ito naman sasagutan na ng ating mga estudyante.
So, competition mode ulit, Sir Hector.
Yes, okay. Tutuloy natin yung competition mode natin.
Okay, start ulit tayo sa number 1.
Yes,
para yun sa mga comment sa ating chat.
Okay, so meron tayo dito, boron. And then yung boron, meron siyang 5 protons and 6 neutrons. Ano kaya yung kanyang mass number?
Okay.
Is it A, 11, B, 6, C, 5?
Okay, your time starts now.
Yes.
Sir Hector, basic na basic to sa ating mga
may
grade
mga
8
sumagot
learners.
na. May sumagot na.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so ang kanilang mga sagot ay A. Gerson, Kit, Risa May, Samantha, Maria, Agunoy, Ira, Aslin Timocho, Sheena Gawat, Kit Manwad, Iris Castillo, Ashley Timocho, Lisa Ri Apaga, Janel Salvador, Kit Mamwad, Jesler Acedo, TJ Antolin, Jenica Bernardo, Risa Buelta, Lynn Andres, Lian Galang, Kit Kamayo, Kit Mamwad, Arian Kawilan, Missy Galang, A.
At sa class point natin, ma'am, lahat ng nasa class point, lahat sila ay A din ang answer, 100%.
So,
What is the correct answer?
the correct answer is
11. Letter A. Congratulations!
So, matanong nga natin uli, ma'am, yung mga ating estudyante, ikiin lang nila yung sagot nila. Paano nga uli makukuha yung mass number ng isang atom? Sige nga, ikiin nga nila.
So, yung mga nandyan yung mga hindi nakapasok sa class point dito,
Yes,
sir,
ma'am.
Okay, paki-comment nga, mga anak, paano makuha ang mass number.
Oo. So sa mga mathematically inclined naman, ano yung equation?
Mathematical equation.
Ito si Kit Mamwad. P plus N equals mass number. Si Ashley, proton plus neutron. Joseph Sadiwa, add the protons and neutron. Okay, Domingo Geraldine, P plus N, proton plus neutron. Okay, si Jamie Lamog, add the number of protons and neutron. Ashley Timocho, atomic mass is equal to proton plus neutron. Princess Althea Go, proton plus neutron is equal to mass number, which is
correct.
lahat kayo mga anak ay tama ang inyong sagot. So it means naintindihan nila ang ating lesson. Congratulations, my dear learners!
Okay, next next element.
Yes, we have here, sir, aluminum. So, ang number of proton ni aluminum ay 13 at ang neutron niya ay 14. So, ano ang mass number? A, 13, B, 14, or letter C, 27. So, mag-comment na kayo at sa ating mga class code, mag-comment din kung ano yung answer ninyo. Ayan, bilisan na lang natin. Ano, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
This will be the last example for this. Anyway, 100% again, iisa ang sagot sa class point. It's letter C. 23 silang sumagot.
Ganon din sa comment section, Ma'am Rosel. Letter C ang sagot nila.
So that is how to get the neutrons. Okay? So this time, how to find the value of, ano yung kinuha natin kanina? Mass number. Sorry, mass number. So this time naman, how to find the value of neutron in an atom, Sir Hector?
Yes, okay. To find the value of neutron, we will use this equation. Number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus the number of protons. So ngayon naman, kung kanina nagdagdag tayo, ngayon naman magbabawas tayo, ma'am. Then aside from that, we have another equation wherein number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus atomic number.
Sir, bakit may dalawa tayong formula?
Yes. Kung mapapansin nyo rito sa unang equation natin, gumamit tayo ng protons. Dito naman sa pangalawa, gumamit tayo ng atomic number. Ito kasi nakasalalay kung ano yung given dun sa problem natin. Kung proton ang given at walang mass number, gagamitin natin yung proton. Kung ang given naman ay atomic number, yung atomic number naman ang gagamitin natin. And we all know na yung number of protons is equal to the number is equal to the atomic number of an
they're
element.
the same.
The same sila.
Atomic number is equal to the number of protons.
Yes, magkapareho.
So you have their example, sir?
Okay.
Pasagutan natin?
Pasagutan natin yan, ma'am.
Okay, so nitrogen, the mass number is 14. The atomic number is 7. So what is the neutron of the element nitrogen? A14, B7, C6. Okay, tignan natin.
So ang given dyan ay, Sir Hector,
ang given
the mass
ay
number and the atomic number.
Yes, atomic number.
So ano kaya ang gagamiting equation ng ating mga learners?
May mga sumagot. Marami na. Ang sagot nila, ma'am, ay C. Sa ating answer,
sa class point naman, ma'am, 89% ang nagsabi letter B, 7. Okay, ano nga ba ang tamang sagot, Sir Hector?
So, ang tamang sagot is letter B. Kasi isusubtract natin yan. 14 minus
7.
Ayan. So, the correct answer is 7. So, subtraction naman tayo ngayon. Next, ma'am.
So, alam na nila kung paano makuha ang mass number. Alam na rin nila kung paano makuha ang neutrons. Siguro, pwede na natin ibigay din kung paano makuha ang number
of electron.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So, to get the value of electron in an atom, always remember that atoms have no overall electrical charge and are neutral. So, ibig sabihin nun, atom must have an equal number of positive proton and negative electron. Therefore, the number of electron is the same as the atomic number or the proton number. So, tatlo yung magkakapareho, ma'am. So, we have electron, proton, and the atomic number.
Yes.
Okay, Ma'am Rosel. So, let's have some exercises, Sir Hector.
Okay, ito. How many electrons?
How many electrons are there in element fluorine? Is it letter A, 9, or letter B, 10? Remember, the given are protons, which is 9, and neutrons, which is 10. Ano kaya ang electrons?
Ang sabi nga natin kanina, the same ang number dapat ni electron at ni proton. Therefore, the answer is, ayan, 90% from the class point voted for letter A.
Yes, and that is?
9, sir.
Okay. So, tingnan natin yung leaderboard natin. O yan, si Jamie na.
Christine, Sharika, Ari, Zara, and Aaron. So, yan. So, alam ng mga learners na natin kung paano makuha ang mass number. Alam na rin nila kung paano makuha yung atomic number.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then also the neutron and electron.
Okay.
So, we hope maraming natutunan ang ating mga learners ngayon. Okay, Ma'am Rio. So, kindly summarize kung ano yung mga napag-aralan natin ngayong umaga.
Okay, Ma'am Lynn. So, atom is the building blocks of matter. Its subatomic particles are protons, which is positively charged. P proton positive. Neutrons, ito naman yung mga neutral or walang charge. They are uncharged particles. And electrons, ito naman yung negatively charged particle. So, to determine the atomic number, atomic mass, number of protons, number of neutrons, and number of electrons, you should consider these two equations. So, atomic number, equal lang siya sa number of protons, which is also equal to the number of electrons. And atom mass is equal to the sum of the number of protons and number of neutrons.
Thank you, Ma'am Rio. And for your performance task, it will be explained by your science teacher. So be active in our GC. Thank you very much, our dear learners.
Okay, thank you.
Sir Jassel. Okay, bye-bye.
See you next week.
Physics, chemistry, earth science, biology, biochemistry, environmental science. These are some branches of science. Science is about a whole lot more than that. And to sum it up, we believe that science is the way of helping the brain grow in finding new knowledge and help us defeat our curiosity and how the world develops and works today. Science. This is your class, and this is science. And now, here is your host for the day. Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWBR FM.